with correlation. What do you call the graph if the plotted points of paired observations x and y are shown in the graph? Everybody?
Scatter diagram.
Luther, what is the value of r if all the points plotted in a scatter diagram lie on a single line only? Correct. -1 or 1 if they are on a straight line. So now, Aryan, what is the range of correlation coefficient r? Less than equal. Is -1 more than 1?
No.
So -1 less than equal to r, less than equal to 1. Ensure the range is -1 to 1. You have not written the MCQs. Why? Yes? Why you didn't remember? Did I announce it yesterday in the class or not? Jinal, the measurement unit of a variable weight is kgs and of height is centimeters. What can you say about the measurement unit of correlation coefficient between them? Nandini? Yes, it does not have any unit. You have also not done the MCQs and non-manuals. Done it? No, you haven't. It's incomplete maybe. All answers are not written.
Only answer.
No, I want you to write the question and answer both. Okay, only answer what you're writing. You'll see on the back and you'll write the answer. Done. I want you to write the question and answer so that you understand that answer in exams. What is it? Yes, silence. One check. Silence, everyone. What kind of correlation can be obtained if two variables are varying in opposite direction and in constant proportion? Opposite direction and in constant proportion. Perfectly positive. Saloni?
Partial positive correlation.
You also stand up.
No, sir. Sorry. Partial negative.
Perfect negative correlation. First of all, they are varying in opposite direction means the correlation is negative. Further, constant proportion means perfect. I explained it on the board. When I explained that perfect, that it will be on a straight line if the ratio of change is constant. So it's perfect negative correlation. Disha, what does the numerator indicate in the formula for calculating correlation coefficient by Karl Pearson's method?
Total of
Stand up. Janvi.
variance of x and y.
First formula is the main formula, all others are derived ones. So in any of the formulas, numerator indicates covariance between x and y. All the others are derived formulas. Then, Jite, which of the following values is not possible for r? I am telling you the values, can you tell me possible or not possible? 0.99 possible. Minus 0.85 0 minus 1.07 not possible. So, correct. If u equals to x minus a upon cx, b equals to y minus b upon cy, where cx and y is greater than 0, then which of the following statements is correct? What can you tell about the correlation?
Correlation of x and y is equal to correlation of u and v.
Yes, rxy equals to r u. Then Darshan, if rxy equals to 0.7, then what is the value of rx plus 0.2, y plus 0.2? rxy equals to 0.7. Then what is the value of r bracket x plus 0.2 y plus 0.2? 0.7 or 0.7 plus 0.29? 0.7, correct. It will remain same because it is not affected by change of origin. This plus 0.2 means origin. Then, Harsha, if r minus xy is equal to minus 0.5, then what is the value of r x minus y? Correct, minus 0.5 because you are changing both the signs. Minus x you are making x, y you are making minus y. So if you change both the signs, then the sign of correlation will remain same. Dinesh, what is the value of rank correlation coefficient if sigma d square is equal to 0? What is the value of rank correlation if sigma d square is equal to 0? No one. Renuka?
1.
1. I know. Sit down. It is 1 because 1 minus 6 into 0 will become 0. 1 minus 0 that is. And Akansha, in the method of rank correlation, what is the sum of differences of ranks of two variables?
That formula.
What is the sum of differences of ranks of two variables? Keep standing, Yashvi. Sigma d is 0. What is the sum of differences sigma d? Sigma d is always 0. Then Neil, in method of rank correlation, if ranks of two variables are exactly in reverse order, then what is the value of r? 8.
-1.
Correct. Exactly in reverse order, inverse relation, and exactly in reverse of perfect. -1. Eva, in usual notations, which term is added in sigma d square for each repeated observation in rank correlation? Correct. CF is added, which is MQ minus M upon. Then, Dhruv, which kind of correlation will you get between number of units sold and its revenue at constant price?
Number of
Units sold and its revenue at constant price. Keep standing, Kushali. Perfect. But what positive, negative? Yes, correct. Number of units sold will increase, revenue will increase. Number of units sold will decrease, revenue will decrease. And constant price. So, perfect. It is positive and it is perfect. See that all of you strictly follow this throughout the year in all the chapters of accounts and stats. After the chapter is over, and I gave the clear instructions yesterday, you are required to write the question as well as correct option answer. And don't write A, B, C, D. Write the answer in the notebook. Means you don't treat it as MCQ. You treat it as one line, one word answer. You treat it as one word answer. Write the question and write its answer. Because that will only help you to remember. Otherwise, MCQ is just waste of time in class. If you don't do it in this manner. What we do is simply we read the 10 items in 2 minutes, we do the markings and it's over. But I want you people that after the chapter is over, you're already clear with the basics of the chapter. So question and answer, you write it in the notebooks. If you write the question and the correct answer, you automatically remember that. Okay, next chapter onwards. If you are not able to answer it to me, 5th question you are not able to answer me, all the MCQs are make you write 5 times. 8th question you are not able to answer me, all the MCQs 8 times. So all of you will follow that throughout the year. Is that clear to everyone? Sit down. Take out your notebooks, textbooks, both. Look at section B, page 109. Certain portion of theory during the chapter I have already done, so I directly make you write the page numbers. New points of theory we shall be doing today. So, page 109, section B. You have written the answers in homework notebooks. You can take that out and verify it's correct or not. Okay, write it here. It's something I'm discussing it. You know whether you have got it or not. If you're not able to get it, then you write it down. Define correlation. Mark it as page 60. And we've already done it in the class, so we are not going to page 60 anymore. Okay. Define correlation coefficient. Mark it as page 61. That also we have done in the class earlier. That the numerical measure, the strength is called coefficient. Identify whether there is positive correlation or negative correlation between the following pairs of variables. Age of an adult person in life insurance premium. Positive. If your age increases, your life insurance premium will also increase. So positive, mark it as positive. Sales and profit. Sales will increase, profit will increase. Positive. Rate of inflation and purchasing power. Negative. If inflation increases, then your purchasing power decreases. Negative. Altitude and amount of oxygen in air. Negative. As you go on a hill station, higher in the altitude, the oxygen keeps on decreasing. So negative. This, if you remember, I explained you in the class. What can be said about the correlation between annual import of crude oil and number of marriages? Nonsense. I told you this word in the class, if you remember. And what is one more word? Can you tell me for that? Either it is called silence, nonsense correlation, or it is called spurious correlation. Either you call it as nonsense or you call it as, what is the meaning of spurious? Nonsense. Okay, so both the words you must remember, either you call it as nonsense or you call it as spurious. Now be attentive here. Because we have done this point, I'll explain you one theory answer with this. First I'll discuss it, then I'll make you mark it also in the textbook. There are 4 precautions to be taken in interpreting the correlation coefficient. How many precautions? 4. First precaution what you have to take is there first precaution is there a cause and effect relationship or not? Because many times what will happen? That if you find correlation between 2 variables, your answer will come near to 1 or near to -1. But you cannot judge that there is high degree of positive or high degree of negative correlation. For example, it may be just a matter of coincidence also. Suppose I say, number of hours studied by Darsh. Number of hours studied by Darsh. Marks scored by Charuta. Number of hours studied by Darsh and marks scored by Charuta. My wish, marks scored by Charuta. What is the problem? Do you have any problem? Please, outside people, don't interfere people. So, be attentive. Number of hours studied by Darsh and marks scored by Charuta. Understand what is the relevance? We observe that as Darsh studies for more number of hours, just a coincidence, Charuta is also getting more marks. But practically, what is the situation? If you put the values of number of hours studied by Darsh and marks scored by Charuta, you find that answer comes to 0.99. Means high degree of positive correlation. But it is just a coincidence. Both are good in studies. Yes or no?
Yes.
If Darsh is studying for more number of hours at home, it is a coincidence that she is also good in studies. She is also studying for more hours at home. Practically, her marks are depending on her number of hours only. But it is just a coincidence that if we take the number of hours studied by Dash and marks scored by, we find that correlation comes to 0.9. Now, will you conclude that there is high degree of positive correlation between them?
No.
Before you conclude that, what is the precaution? What is the precaution you have to take? Find out, is there a cause and effect relation or not? Then only give the conclusion. Does the marks scored by Charuda depend on the number of hours studied by Dash?
No.
So you cannot conclude that there is high degree of positive correlation, though the answer comes to 0.9. So before you give any interpretation, you must verify, is there a cause and effect relation or is there a nonsense or spurious correlation? Understood? That is the first precaution you have to take. Second precaution, let us give the value to these two. No, not these two. Now suppose X is number of hours studied by Dash and Y is marks scored by Dash only. Number of hours studied by, marks scored by Dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. When he is studying for 1 hour, he got 95 marks. When he is studying for 2 hours, he got 80 marks. 3 hours 50. 4 hours 25 hours 0. Now, if you find correlation, what will your answer come? Negative and near to -1. High degree of negative correlation. Suppose you find correlation and your answer comes to -0.95. Means you will suggest that you don't study only. Maybe he studies for 0 marks 100. 0 hours then 100 marks. So here what is the second precaution we have to take? Practically, can you tell me, are the marks depending on the number of hours studied by Dash?
No.
There is one more factor, no. There is one more factor which is affecting it. Maybe he studied for only 1 hour, but the paper was very easy. So he scored 95. Or maybe he studied for 1 hour, but he really copied from Charuda. So he got 95 marks. So practically here the marks are not depending on hours studied by Dash. There is third factor which is affecting it. He studied for, but all questions out of syllabus. Very difficult paper. Ultra difficult paper. Everyone getting 0 marks. So he also scored 0 marks. Here are the marks depending on the number of hours studied by. There is one more factor which is affecting the. So this is the second precaution you have to take. Is any other factor also present affecting the value of Y or not? Got it, everyone? You remember the things here itself, just be attentive. What is the first precaution you have to take? Is there cause and effect relationship or not? Or is there a nonsense or spurious relation? Second, is there presence of any other factor, third factor affecting the value of dependent variable? Third, if suppose your answer comes 0.95, can I say it is limited to these 5 values only? Now suppose you find a normal thing. He studies for and he scores. This time no outside factor present. He studied for 6 hours, so he scored 90. He studied for 8 hours, he scored 100 marks. No outside factor present. Now tell me, after including these two values, again if I find correlation, will it come -0.95?
No.
Maybe it will turn to positive, or maybe it will come somewhere near 0, but it will start changing. So whatever answer of correlation you obtain, it is limited to only those set of values. If you include more values, then your answer will change. Even if you remove some values, your answer will change. If I remove these two values, then also my answer will slightly change. So whatever correlation you obtain, third precaution, you should keep it in mind that it is limited to only the set of values which are given in the question. If more values are included or excluded, then the answer will change. Any confusion in that? This is the third precaution. And fourth, you already know. If R comes 0, then what should you interpret? No linear. What should you not interpret? No correlation. That is wrong. So these four precautions are taken. First, is there a cause and effect relation or nonsense relation? Second, other factor affecting the variable y or not. Third, your correlations answer is limited to the values given in the question. And fourth, R equals to 0, then you will interpret there is no linear correlation. Got it, everyone? It can come for 3 or 4 marks in exams. Okay. Page number 100. Different precautions in interpretation. I'll make you underline that much only, you'll remember. First point, underline the first 3 sentences. Correlation is only a measure of strength of linear relationship between two variables. It gives no indication about the presence of cause and effect relationship between them, and it does not give any idea about the information that out of two variables, which variable is dependent and which one is independent. Last 4 lines. For example, 2 series of data relating to, now see this example, number of persons died in road accidents in a city and the price of tuvar dal. Do they have any relation? No. During the same period may exhibit a high correlation. Means if you find the correlation, maybe it comes near 1. That is just a coincidence. That is just a coincidence that both are going in the same direction. But there cannot be meaningful relationship between them. Therefore, this kind of correlation is known as nonsense or spurious correlation. Got it, everyone? So first thing, what you do, take the precaution, is there cause and effect relationship or nonsense or spurious? Any doubt in that? Second point, just underline the first factor, that's it, first line. Sometimes due to the presence of, circle the word other factors, the value of R between given two variables may be close to 1, though the two variables are not correlated. Just now as I explained you, that here totally different answer you are getting. A person is studying for more marks and he is getting less marks, but because third factor is present. So that you have to verify. Is there any other factors present also or not? Okay. Third point, and then again first 2 sentences coming. When R equals to 0, we can merely say that there is no linear correlation. That is, there is lack of linear correlation, but there may be a non-linear, that is quadratic or any other type of relationship between the variables. And fourth point, underline the first sentence. If the correlation coefficient computed from bivariate data which is related to a given region or class or given time duration, then its interpretation should be limited to that region or class or time duration only. That is what I said. It is limited only to the values we are finding. You increase the values or decrease the values, the correlation will change. Understood this portion, everyone? Yes, so all of you are okay with the precautions?
Yes.
Come back to page 110. So both the words, remember this question 7. Either you call it as nonsense or you call it as spurious. 8th we did in the class.
Yes.
9th question, marked as page 66. By the way, you remember the limitation we discussed? What? Scatter diagram does not show the exact value of correlation. 10th we did in the class. 11th, what is the sign of R if value of covariance is negative? Negative. Numerator is negative, final answer will be negative. Section C, I repeat whatever points I have already done in theory in the class, I am just making you write the page numbers. We have already underlined that. New points I will discuss it like this precautions we get. Question 1, meaning of positive correlation on page 60. We have already done it in the class. Question to meaning of negative correlation, page 60, we have already done it. Assumption of Carl Pearson's, page 68. Do you remember two assumptions? First, linear relationship. Second, causality. Scatter diagram, page 61. Just now we did this, curious. Magnus, page 100. Cause and effect relationship, page 59, but you will not get it easily. I have to make you underline it. Here, page 59. How to explain cause and effect with an example, that's it. Give an example to explain what is cause and what is effect. See page 59, do you find point 2.2, meaning and definition of linear? In that, do you see first point, there is cause and effect relationship? Its explanation is given in the next paragraph. So just underline next paragraph's first 3 lines. With an example, you have to explain what is cause and effect. See, in case of yearly rainfall and yield of rice of a region, usually if rainfall increases up to some extent, then yield of rice also increases, and if rainfall decreases, then yield of rice also decreases. So rainfall is cause and yield of rice is effect. This is how you have to explain what is cause and effect relationship. Okay, come back to page 110 again. Further, explain perfect positive. This I will have to dictate in the notebook because it's not there properly in the textbook. Understand it? What you have to do? This one I will dictate you and next one you will turn your own. See, if you are asked to define what is perfect positive, first define positive, then define perfect. Your answer will be automatically available. What is perfect? When is the relation perfect? I told you. Constant proportion. All the things lie on a straight line when you make a graph. So 2 things you'll explain. First you'll explain what is positive, then you'll explain what is perfect. So write down this answer in the notebook. Section C, question 7. And 8 you'll plan on your own. Okay? If, it's a big answer. If the 2 variables change in the same direction, then there is positive correlation between 2 variables. Okay, so first we define what is positive. When you define negative in the next answer, what will be different in this? Opposite direction. So same direction you write opposite. Okay. So further, write the word further. First of further, if the points lie, L-I-E lie, on a straight line, in the graph, or they change in constant proportion, comma, then there is perfect positive correlation. Got it, everyone? Second sentence will remain same. So define negative on your own, perfect negative in the next answer. Okay, first you define what is negative correlation, and then you define what is perfect. Second sentence will remain same. First sentence, instead of positive, define negative. So all are able to define this? Monday you will have the test of this chapter, okay? It will be 40 marks test. Theory will also be there. Subjective theory will also be there. Same time in my class timings. Okay. Yes?
5:15.
No, 40 marks test, so I'll give you 1.5. 5:15 you need not come on Monday. I'll let you know the timings when you will come. 6 to 7:15 or 7:30. Did you define the negative? Anyone who wants me to dictate that? So first you will say if the variables change in opposite direction, then there is negative correlation between the 2 variables, and then second sentence will remain same. Now see the next question that also I have to dictate you. When is it necessary to use rank correlation? in your textbook it is not explained perfectly. Page 85 it is there, but you have to find it. So understand the things first. This also you remember right now, it's if you were in India. There are three situations when compulsorily or good that you obtain rank correlation instead of Cartesius. So when is it necessary to obtain rank correlation instead of Cartesius? Condition 1. When there is qualitative data. Beauty contest. 10 models are there. Judges will be there, they'll give the ranks. Who is more beautiful, who is less. You cannot give the numbers there. You cannot say that Miss A is 100 number, Miss B is 5, Miss C is 200. There you just give the ranks because the data is qualitative. What the point, everyone? So when the data is qualitative, you cannot use Carl Pearson's. You have to. The answer is important. You have to use rank correlation only. Okay, first condition. When the data is of qualitative nature. Got it? Second condition. When the ranks are directly given. You don't have any option only. If it is given that in a dance competition, rank is given by judge A and judge B, you cannot use Carl Pearson's. Ranks are given, so you have to use rank correlation. Third condition, here it's not compulsory, but it is better. If there is huge dispersion, the values of X are like 102, 1304, 1,05,500, 20 lakhs 53,455. Same way, huge dispersion 1 to 20 lakhs. Same way Y also. Here you use Carl Pearson. Any of the 6 formulas, your calculations are going to be complicated only. Even UV will not help. Even converting X into U and converting Y into V will not help. Because first of all, you cannot change the scale. And you subtract any number from 1 lakh to 20 lakhs, in between the value is going to remain big only. Suppose you subtract 5 lakhs, then 1 lakh, 1 will become big. All big. Right now it's 1. You do X minus 5 lakhs will become minus 4 lakh 99,990. So small becomes big in fact. So such a question you solve by rank correlation becomes so easy. Rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the situation where it is better that we use rank correlation. When there is huge dispersion. It is there on page 85, but you have to search in the content. So I will tell it to you right now. What are the things, everyone? 3 situations we have to compulsorily use rank correlation. Rank correlation is necessary when yes, so what is the first situation? Yes, right on first, when the attributes based 2 variables are given. Okay, attributes means qualitative data. When attributes based 2 variables are given. Second, when the ranks are directly given between various judges. And third, when there is more dispersion in the values of 2 variables, comma then rank correlation is better than Carl Pearson's correlation. Got it? 10th question, mark it important. It's interesting, see that. In which situation the value of Carl Pearson's correlation coefficient and Spearman's rank correlation coefficient are equal? Will the two answers come same in any of the situations? When?
R is equal to 0.
No. When the value of Carl Pearson's and rank correlation would come same. What's small? Values are small. No. Understand this? Swara. First 7 natural numbers. Tell me in a different order. 7. No, don't tell me in reverse order, just tell me in any different order. I want the first 7 natural numbers, that's it. 7, 5, 6, 2, 4, 1, 3. Okay, and Arya, same 7 natural numbers. Tell me again in some other different order.
5,
5,
7,
7,
2,
2,
4,
4,
3,
3,
1,
1,
6.
6.
1, 6.
1, 6, not 1 shake. Now here, if you find Carl Pearson's or rank correlation, your answer will come same. Whether you find Carl Pearson's or rank, your answer will come same. Okay, see that. 7 square, 5 square, 6 square, 2 square, 4 square, 1, 49, 74, 110, 14, 20, 21, 30. This will also be 130. Same numbers are only there here or there. So this will also come 130. 7 into 5.